Hey guys! I enjoyed doing the mixes with manganese blue hue so much the other day. I thought I would do another one. I'll be mixing a color with almost everything that's on my studio palette. And then I've added a few extra colors that I want to mix it with as well. So we've got, I believe, 58 swatches to do here. And the color I'm going to be mixing with is Quinacridone Opera from Holbein. And let's see, the pigment is BV10 PR122, very fugitive. Like, I think all opera pinks are fugitive, but it's such a pretty color, and I thought it would be really cool to see some mixes with it. So I've already started a little jar, a little dish with some of our paint here. This is the opera, and this is our first page here. And the first one is going to be opera all by itself. I have these moon stamps on here so that we can see the opacity of our mixes, so we can see the black lines through the paint. So I'm going to start my mixes here. Let me take a drink. Okay, so the first mix on my palette is going to be Opera with Hansa Yellow Light. Grab a bunch of that. I'm using a brush that isn't as nice as my normal painting brushes this time. I don't want to mess them up just by mixing colors. So I've got this sort of long, round Da Vinci Florals brush that I got when I was in Germany in a set. And it's pretty sturdy and good for mixing with, so we're going to use that for swatching today. So here's our first mix with Hansa Yellow Light. It makes this really pretty red-orange. The next one is going to be Nickel Azo Yellow. That's making a more natural kind of orange, like a sienna color. Cool. Next one is Hansa Yellow Deep. This makes mid-tone, like a bright mid-tone orange. We'll see how these look when they're dry as well. So this Hansa Yellow Light one is coming out looking more corally as it dries, which is cool. I love coral colors. Next is Pearl Orange, or Pyrrole Orange. And that's another very like coral red color. Really bright and pretty and clean. Next is Pyrrole Scarlet, which is quite an orange red. That's making a pinkier coral color. Next is Pyrrole Red, which is pretty much a standard like primer red It's making a nice sort of hot magenta color. Next is Carmine, which is a darker red. Ooh, that's pretty. I love these like hot colors, yeah. See how that dried down to much more corally orange? I like that a lot. Next, we're gonna do Quinacridone Coral. That opera pink is such a strong color. You need very little of it when mixing. So you'll notice I'm taking very little most of the time. Let's clean this palette up here. Look at that. Whew. All right. So next is Quinacridone Red. Which is quite a pink red already. It's gonna make a very hot pink. Oh, that's pretty. Like a hot dark pink. Next is Quinacridone Pink. And this just darkened up our opera, basically. You can see. I love all of these for like florals and stuff, really pretty. Okay, I hate that it's fugitive. Next is Quinacridone Rose. Which is quite similar to the Quin Red up here. Now we're going to do French Ultramarine. Beautiful, like blue purple. I'm gonna splash a bit of water in here because I want to see if it can granulate for us or even separate. Okay, next is Phthalo Blue Red shade. Ooh, dark purple. Blue purple, very blue violet. Next is cerulean blue. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful pinky purple. Next mix is with Cobalt Teal Blue. Probably get quite a bit of that if I can. Ooh, pretty. I'll get a little more of the teal blue. You really gotta work the teal blue. the next one might be ugly. We'll see. German greenish raw umber. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. It's gives almost a potter's pink look. I like that. Next is, oh, I gotta wipe out my palette real quick. Really? Okay. Next is going to be a phthalo green yellow shade. Ooh, dark color. That immediately made a beautiful shadow color. So quick, so easy. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. Cool. Next is sap green. Oh, pretty. This makes another like sienna color, like this one up here. Okay. Next is isoindoline yellow. Another pretty corally color. I'm gonna get a little more of that yellow and see what changes it. Makes it a little more orange, yeah. Okay. Next is gray violet, which is another Holbein color. Okay. So that's muting down our opera. Making it more on the purple side and muted. What cobalt teal blue is doing up here. So pretty. Okay. Next is Cascade Green. I'm gonna grab some more of the Cascade Green. Take it a little more to the gray side. Pretty. Next is Jadeite. Super dark green. Pretty muted purple. Next is Hooker's Green. So similar to this one's more purple, this one's a little more brown. Next is Quinacridone Purple. This like bright lilac color. It's beautiful. Next, we're gonna do, wait, where did I go? Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's supposed to go there. I'm gonna have to switch them. Damn. Okay, hold on. That'll be Quin Sienna. This is Quin Purple. Okay. Hopefully I won't do that again. So Quin Sienna is next. Bright, bright, bright red. Pretty. Now we're gonna do yellow ochre. I'm guessing this is gonna be a nice coral too. Like a creamy coral color. Right, next is buff titanium. This is giving a powdery dark pink, dusky pink. Next is Moonglow. Like a dark magenta. Add some water because our Moonglow likes to separate. Let's see what it does here. A little more water than I wanted. There we go. Okay. Next one is raw umber. Just kind of a deeper brown. Do that here. And that makes a maroon. Pretty. So here's our first page done. So again, this is the opera that we're mixing everything else with. We're getting some pretty separation in the cerulean blue. The cobalt teal blue looks amazing. There's some really cool texture in the phthalo green yellow shade. We'll see what that Moonglow does when it's drying. Really surprising color with the sap green. I really like that too. Okay. Set that aside to dry. Let's work on this next page. So let's clean this off yet again. I hate plastic palettes. This one at least has a lot of space to mix on, but ugh, the plastic. Okay. Okay, next is burnt umber. Which is here. My dog is sleeping next to my chair and she just had a bad dream. Poor thing. Okay, so that's like a nice rosy color with the burnt umber. Next is burnt sienna. which is a much more red brown. We'll see what that does. This is like the color of blood, I guess. Yeah, like a bloody color. Next is Quinburnt Scarlet. Really pretty red, of course. Next is Quinburnt Orange. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. That is the color of Mercurochrome. If you know what that is, Mercurochrome. Next is Cream Gold. Oh, I take it back. This one's Mercurochrome. That one's more red. Okay, so that was Queen Gold. Next one should be interesting. We're going to do Coral Reef, which is a pastel pink. Like a pastel kind of orangey pink color. Ooh. And it has made like a milky baby pink. That's pretty. All right, next we're doing Undersea Green. Okay, and it's giving a nice brown color. Next I'm going to do Tyrian Purple. This is a Winsor & Newton color. Very purpley magenta. Next we're going to do Fields Orange. Again, another Winsor & Newton color. This is a bright orange. If I can pick enough of it up here. Okay. That's giving us a bright coral red. Okay. Next one is Quinacridone Lilac. And that's given us a bright lilac. Next we're going to do Rose of Ultramarine. Here. Okay, let's clean this up. How pretty. All right. Next, Cobalt Violet. This is the one the other day when we were doing the manganese blue hue. This is the one that I said it can be very gummy and light, light coloration essentially. Get a little more. It did lean it towards the purple, but it also made our ochre even more transparent. It's a really beautiful, like, gentle color. Okay. Next we're going to do lavender. And I'm anxious to see what this is going to look like. Here's our lavender. Ooh. It's made it a milky purple. Very pretty. Next is King's Royal Blue. Oh my God. That's beautiful. I'm gonna grab more of the blue just to see. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty color. Okay. Next one is Fuchsite. If I say it correctly, I don't know. This is a Primatech color. It has a bit of shimmer to it, but it's like a minty green. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Mixed a little more of the fuchsite in here. That'll be a pretty color if it's shimmery. Well, it will be shimmery. Okay, next one is Smalt. I love this like ultraviolet color that this is making. Very pretty. Next is Indanthrone Blue. It's a nice dark blue. Ooh. Pretty purple. Okay, next is Indigo. Even darker blue. gorgeous. Very pretty. Next is phthalo turquoise. Oh. That has made the turquoise into a navy. Very cool. Next is ultramarine violet. Ooh, pretty. What's wrong with my phone? That's weird. There it goes. My phone's acting weird. Okay, sorry about that. Next is going to be wisteria. Another like milky pink. This is more like a milky magenta. Gorgeous. Let's Next is Mayan blue. Okay. Nice purple. Next is lapis lazuli, which is another Primatech color and is another light staining color. Make sure we get plenty of it. It's hard to re-wet. Oh, but it makes a really pretty color. Cool. Almost done. Next is Naples yellow. It's like a buttery kind of color that I thought might look really cool with this pink. Ooh, and it does. Really pretty. Then we've got leaf green, this crazy bright Holbein color. Interesting. Giving another like sienna, like a pale Then we're going to do compost green, another Holbein color. Ooh. It's giving us like a creamy, powdery mauve color. Oh, I like that. Next is Horizon Blue. Oh, pretty. It's like a dark lavender. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. The last one is Verditor. Love it. Love that. Okay, that's all of them. So this is our second page. My actual studio palette ends at Rose of Ultramarine, and these are ones I just chose separately just to see what they would look like. And on this page, I love the smalt. The Danthron is doing some really cool separating stuff here. Liquid Lilac, that's really cool. And the Ultramarine, but I like all of them. I like the Verditor a lot too, and the Lapis Lazuli. And here are both of our pages. So tell me, what was your favorite? There's the Moonglow doing its granulation and separation. Oh, that's beautiful. And that one is probably my very favorite of all of them. But I don't really use a lot of separating, granulating paint in my work, but I do like the look of them. The Phthalo Green is really cool, and the French Ultramarine, and the Cerulean Blue. Cool. Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any colors you'd like to see mixed, let me know.